my channel. So it's autumn now, winter's on the way, and I really fancied something sort of like comfort eating kind of casserole. So I'm going to do a chicken casserole. I haven't taken the recipe from anywhere, it's just stuff that I've learned as I've grown up, and I'm going to do it in the slow cooker just because it gives it more time for the flavours to absorb and everything, but you can do it on the hob and it will just be just as nice. I don't kind of weigh anything apart from the casserole mix that I'm going to show you, but that's just because of portion control, because I always misjudge. I either put too little in or too much, but I think I've got it okay today. But I'll show you the ingredients, but you can mix and change this up as you prefer, or what you've got in your cupboards. It's just quick, easy, cheap meal. You don't even have to use meat. I'm using chicken breast because that's all I've got, but you can use a cheaper cut of chicken, like chicken thighs. You could swap it for a meat like beef, lamb, even pork, or you could just have it completely just vegetables and have it still be comforting, you know, because there's potatoes in it. But I'm going to show you all the ingredients now, and I'll get cooking. Well, I say get cooking, the slow cooker will. So here we are. I'm using these chicken breasts, but you could use chicken thighs, as I said. I'm going to cut off the little fatty bits, but I'm just going to chop them into large chunks and pop them in here. I'm using a stewing vegetable mix. This has been in my freezer for a while and I just want to use it up. I've got about half a packet there. I'm just going to pop it in as it is, frozen. And I've topped it up. Unfortunately, I haven't got any carrot, otherwise I would have topped it up with more carrot. But I'm using 2 sticks of celery and a white onion. I'm also using 3 medium-sized potatoes that I'm going to chop up into chunks. I'm not going to peel them or anything. I'm just going to chop them up into chunks, pop them in there. You can peel them if you don't like the skin, but I'm just lazy. I've got 2 cloves of garlic, and I've just chopped those up. I've got sage and rosemary from the garden. I would have added thyme, but cold has got to that, so that's a goner until next year. So I'm going to chop these up and pop them in there as well. I've got 2 bay leaves. These are from my auntie's garden. She grows them and just dries them, and they smell amazing, much stronger than if you buy them in the shops. But I've got a whole packet here. I think it'll last me a long time. A vegetable stock cube, and I'll also be using 1 litre of water, basically to soak everything up. I'm using 120 grams of casserole mix. This is one that I've had for a long time, so don't look at that best before date. Yes, I do use dried products out of date. I'm still here, I'm fine. It's the best before for a reason. You know, it's better before to have it then, but yeah, it tastes fine. Sorry if I offend anyone, but yes, soup and casserole mix. I don't use it, as you can see, very often, but I sometimes sprinkle some in casseroles, but I'm going to use quite a bit because I want to bulk this out and have it as just like a 1-dish meal. And that's it. So I'm going to basically bung everything in the slow cooker and leave it. But if you were actually going to do it on the hob, I would probably fry the onions and then the chicken, then add all the other vegetables, including the frozen stuff, that's fine. Add the potatoes and fry them off as well. Then add your water and stock and add this as well, along with your herbs. Just to really bring out the flavours, and then just leave it cook. I don't know how long for, because I don't ever do it on the hob. You just need to be around, obviously, and check once the potatoes are cooked and the chicken's all cooked through. And obviously these as well, because these do take a lot longer. These are meant to be soaked. If I'm totally honest, I don't soak them, and it's been fine. So I just leave it in the slow cooker because it obviously absorbs everything then. Just to add, if you are doing these on the hob, you will need to soak these overnight. It tells you on the packet to do that. As I said, I don't, because I do it in the slow cooker. I don't know if that's why you don't need to, but I'll be leaving this in the slow cooker all day on a low heat, so it will absorb and it'll be fine. But yes, it does say to soak them overnight if you're just going to do it on the hob. So here it is. I put about 1 litre of water in there. And everything's in there basically. I've cut the potatoes different shapes just to sort of vary it. Obviously Sydney won't be having this because he'll have he won't obviously eat the chicken, but he's not one of those fussy vegetarians. He probably will just pick the chicken out. and not eat it, but I'll see. But I think Ralph will like this. I might have to season it as I go, but I will taste it as I go along. And I may have to add more water if it needs it, but I'll just see how it is. So yeah, here goes. I will show you. I'm going to put it on high for now. Probably put it on. Yeah, I'm going to put it on high for now, just for a couple of hours, just to give it a bit of a boost, and then I'll put it on low for the rest of the day. That isn't fat, that is the chicken just turning white because of the water's been added. And I used hot water, that's why. So yeah, I'm just going to put it on for a couple of hours on high, and then I'm going to just stir it now and again because I'm at home today, and I will just come back to it sort of, well, when it's ready, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it has been cooking for about 4 hours now. I did turn it down to low halfway through. I'm probably going to leave it on for another sort of 3 hours, just to sort of see how it goes. But as you can see, like the barley and everything's expanded. The potatoes, yeah, potatoes are cooking nicely. I don't care if it's all a little bit mushy. That's what I love about it. It's just warm, cosy, comfy food. So I'm just going to leave it for another 3 hours on low, and hopefully some of this will thicken up. But I don't mind it like that. It just smells amazing. I did halfway through add half of one of the Knorr chicken stock cubes, not the actual pots, just the square ones that needed using up. So I just popped that in there, just to sort of give it more flavour. But you could just add salt and pepper if you wanted to. It just needed a little bit more seasoning, but it has helped. So I'm just going to leave that, pop the lid back on and leave that for another 4 hours. So it's been in there for about 3.5 hours, a bit longer than I had planned, but it's turned out absolutely perfect. So really, a really good hearty casserole basically. So yeah, it's so easy. This is so adaptable. There's so many things you could add to it instead. You could add leeks, you could put new potatoes in, you could put in sweet potato in. But yeah, it's really versatile. So yeah, and quick and easy really to prepare, and just bung it in there, leave it all day, and here it is. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Thank you, bye.